Speaking of the NFL season, it is time to make some picks. All right, so Lee DeLapp, direct us, please. Who's got what? Who's starting with what? How we doing this?
That's right. We're going to be giving our division winners, our wild card teams, and our official Super Bowl pick. And we're going to start with Brady here. So, Brady, go ahead. Give us your division winners, those wild card teams, and your Super Bowl pick.
Okay, I know we really want to plow through this. I do have to give you rationale for it, okay? I told you guys about this playoffpredictor.com, this website you can go on.
Yeah.
It's really cool. Pick every game throughout the NFL season. You can see what your results turn out by. They tell you home games, away games, bye weeks, all that good stuff. I did it. I always go with my first time that I do it because every time after that I'm trying to manipulate what I did the time before to get a different result. So I don't know if any of this is going to happen, but this is what I got, okay? The AFC, the number 1 overall seed at 12-5, winning the AFC South, the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Wow.
Now, the Jaguars win a tiebreaker over 2 other teams at 12-5 in the AFC. The Kansas City Chiefs, who win the AFC West as the number 2 seed, and the Cincinnati Bengals as the 3 seed, who win the AFC North at also 12-5. And finally, I've got the New York Jets winning the AFC East at 11-6. And the final 3 teams, wildcard teams, I have Baltimore at 11-6. And Cleveland, the other wildcard team from the AFC North, at 10-7, beating out the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are also 10-7. And then finally, in the last spot, the Denver Broncos at 10-7 are the other wildcard team in the AFC for me. So I have no idea if it's going to work out this way, but I tried to heavily weight home games and then bye weeks. And then after that, factoring in things like Chris Jones will be back for sure by week 8, hopefully. Travis Kelce will be healthier by then. Those sorts of things we've been factoring it in. All right. You want me to do NFC 2, Lee?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Go all the way through.
Okay. This is the one that surprised me the most. So the number 1 overall seed in the NFC, I got the Dallas Cowboys at 11-6.
Yeah.
They beat out the New Orleans Saints, the winners of the NFC South, via a tiebreaker at 11-6. Then I've got San Francisco winning the NFC West at 10-7, and then Minnesota winning the NFC North at 9-8, beating out a wild card team in the Green Bay Packers at 9-8. My other 2 wild card teams are the Philadelphia Eagles at 10-7, and then Seattle Seahawks at 9-8 as well. So a lot more parity, kind of grouping together there, but a lot of tiebreakers and a lot of I guess close ties between the teams.
Excellent. So we have all your wild card teams, your division winners. What about your Super Bowl prediction?
Let's go, baby. Come on.
All right. I have the Jacksonville Jaguars losing to the Cincinnati Bengals to win the AFC. So the Bengals represent the AFC. In the NFC, I have the Dallas Cowboys beating the San Francisco 49ers to get to the Super Bowl as well. So I've got Cincinnati facing the Dallas Cowboys, and ultimately the Cincinnati Bengals winning the Super Bowl.
Wow. How about it? Cleveland guy supporting Cincinnati via playoff predictor.
I actually had 2, by the way, Cincinnati beating Cleveland in the divisional round, in the wild card round of the AFC playoffs.
Look at that. All right, Lee, who's next?
All right, from Brady to LaVar. LaVar, let's start with your AFC teams.
Whew. All right. I'm not going to do records and all that stuff. I'm just give you guys what I'm thinking.
Just go on the
here.
website next time. I'm telling you, it's easy. It takes 5-10 minutes. It's fun.
Yeah, you got to sign up for it, though.
But I feel pretty strongly about what I got going on here. Or I say I feel pretty good about it. In the AFC East, I have the Bills coming out on top of the AFC East. In the North, I have the Bengals winning it. I have in the South, the Jacksonville Jaguars. In the West, I have the Chargers. And I know that might sound crazy, but I think the Chargers will win the division. My wild cards for the AFC, clearly the Chiefs. And then I think it's followed by the Dolphins and the Steelers. In the NFC, I have the Eagles coming out of the East. In the North, I have the Lions handling the North. And in the South, I have the Saints winning the South. And in the West, I have the 49ers winning the West. For the wild cards, I actually have the Commanders, the Vikings, and the Seahawks making it into the playoffs. And yes, that means that we would see the Dallas Cowboys missing the playoffs.
What up, Mike?
That would also mean on the AFC side of it, the Jets would be missing the playoffs. If I'm prognosticating correctly. And in the Super Bowl, I think it's a repeat performance. I think out of the NFC, the Eagles will navigate it. And out of the AFC, even though they will be a wild card team, I believe that the Chiefs will get it going and eventually make it to the Super Bowl, and it'll be a rematch. And who will win? Did we make the Super Bowl prediction?
Yeah, make him. Come on,
Jeez.
let's go.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
I mean, you gotta.
I feel like
you
you're
gotta
just doing this now.
You gotta
Off the
beat.
cuff, huh?
Well, kind of, sort of.
Well, you've been on the Steelers for a little while.
Yeah, I was pretty solid on what I'm thinking. So I just wrote them out. I mean, it's not my first time going through this exercise. But I don't like to choose a Super Bowl.
Oh, come
team.
on. You got to pick one.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs. You got to beat the champ to be the champ. So I'm going to still stick with the Chiefs to go back to back.
No love for Dallas. I feel like Mike is not going to like
I
that.
just don't trust Dak. I don't trust him.
Damn.
I wish I could. I was just with Micah last weekend, man. Like, did y'all see his Tostitos commercial? Is funny as hell. I just don't trust Dak. I don't know. I can't get my mind wrapped around he can take them to the Super Bowl. Damn. I'm sorry. And if he proves me wrong, wonderful. You know,
why can't Micah? Why can't that defense take him to the Super Bowl?
Because they can't. They can win the Super Bowl, but they can't take them there.
Damn.
You got to have a quarterback, man. You got to have a quarterback.
I mean, I feel like they got one.
They do. But I don't know that he's the quarterback that's going to take them to the Super Bowl.
Brandon Cooks now too.
All right. I'm just saying. I don't know. I think the NFC is going to swallow them up this year.
That's 2-11 so far. I don't feel like we're supporting.
Dang. I totally support Abdul Carter. Love him. That's my guy. He will be totally fine. It was the first game, and it was a pretty good, really nice, fine, physical offensive line for West Virginia. And as far as with Micah Parsons is on par and on pace to get Defensive Player of the Year. And could have the type of season depending on how Quinn uses him.
They haven't started yet.
Yeah, he's still on pace coming out of last season. Because you know how that works, Q. You got to set yourself up to be in the running.
You have to have
get
equity.
Yeah, you got. But obviously, I look at Micah as being a guy
that's so
who's
true.
in the conversation.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Like, remember Pro Bowl voting?
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes they just be like,
you had a Pro
that guy
Bowl
made it
year,
last
yeah,
year,
but he made it, yeah.
Yeah.
There was dudes
they
that
would just be like, oh, this guy made it last year.
Imagine being a middle linebacker with Zach Thomas and Ray Lewis at middle backer. Like, yeah, you just forget. Yeah. I was really good. Yeah, you were. You just not Ray and Zach.
Yeah, you could have the best year of your life, and it really statistically could have been a better year.
But they're taking Ray and Zach, man. Yeah, that happened a lot.
Every time.
Ask London Fletcher.
Bro, that happened all the time. I remember, and the worst part was, I remember we did it as a team. We would always scheme it up to vote for no one, for a guy who never had a shot, because I don't think you could vote for your own player, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you couldn't vote.
I think you had to vote for someone else. So we would collectively vote for the worst returner. So Cribbs hopefully would get more votes so he'd get in the Pro Bowl. I'll never forget doing that.
All right, fellas, we've got the pros. How about the Joe? Jonas, let us know what your division winners are, your wild card teams, and your Super Bowl
time for the main event here. Let's see what
Here we
go.
Get that paper.
Oh, can't wait for this.
Yeah, get that paper.
Yeah. He's going to have the Toronto Argonauts or something.
Oh, come on. Stampeders, baby. Calgary Stampeders. All right, I'm going to start out in the AFC. I'm going to go out west. I got the Chargers winning the AFC West. I'm a little bit down on Kansas City right now. We got problems. Travis Kelce, the Chris Jones stuff. So I'm going to go with the Chargers to win the AFC West. I like the Jacksonville Jaguars to win the South. I think that's pretty easy. I'm going to take the Baltimore Ravens to win the AFC North.
Still riding that train.
And then I've got the Buffalo Bills winning the AFC East. All is forgiven. Stephon Diggs is a team captain. Nothing to see here. I think the Bills bounce back after that poor playoff performance last year. So those are my division winners. My wild card teams are going to be the Chiefs, the Jets, and the Denver Broncos as my wild card teams, which means the Cincinnati Bengals will not make the playoffs.
What?
My AFC champion is the LA Chargers. I've got the Chargers coming out of the AFC.
What?
Over in the NFC.
He's feeding right into Eddie.
Over in the well, listen, I know where my bread is buttered.
Are you
please.
winging it right now?
No.
Are you off the cuff with this?
No, he's not winging this. He gave this some thought.
On the NFC, I've got the Seattle Seahawks winning the NFC West. I've got the New Orleans Saints winning the South. I've got the Detroit Lions winning the North, and the Dallas Cowboys winning the NFC East. And my wild card teams, the 49ers, the Eagles, and Brady's Chicago Bears as a wild card team in the NFC. And then I've got the Dallas Cowboys coming out of the NFC. They're going to be your NFC champ. And in the Super Bowl, how about them Cowboys? Cowboys over the Chargers in Las Vegas.
Oh, to
we
win
will
it.
Be there, yes.
Oh, wow.
The Dallas Cowboys.
I will say this. That'd be a hell of a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
we have a whole lot of fun.
Look, the Kellen Moore Bowl. Kellen Moore, Mike McCarthy going at it. You know, couple of X's battling it out. So we've got the Chargers and we got the Cowboys in the Super Bowl.
If you're listening to this segment out there, crumble up what Jonas just said to you.
Oh, come on.
And throw it in the trash can.
Yeah.
Twice. Or take it out of the trash can and then throw it back in there.
Or give it to Abdul so he could smoke it.
You're a jerk for that. What an a-hole.
LaVar's not wrong. Like, you might as well bet with, like, the favorites in the AFC. KC, Buffalo, whoever you want to throw in the conversation. And just take the favorites at this point.
Yeah. See,
it's kind of what it's been.
It has. I mean,
San Francisco's been to 3 of the last 4 NFC Championship games. So you have to think about putting them in your NFC Championship game. All KC knows is an AFC Championship game. So I didn't even have them going that far. I don't know why.
Yeah, winning the division doesn't even matter to KC anymore, just as long as we win the AFC. We're going to win the AFC. We're going to win it when it matters.
If we got Mahomes, we're good.
We're good.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
That's what I'm going with. I'm going to trust that Mahomes, the experience of it.
Well, the best part
that's what happened. See, the divisional round, I got Cincinnati beating KC.
And which makes sense. That makes sense. That does make sense.
They have.
Yeah. That does make sense.
Listen, there we go. That's our picks. So if you like those, cool. If not, you can kiss our ass. That's what we're rolling with here for the 2023 season.
Jonas
Just
wants that ass kiss.
Don't take Jonas's picks.
It's 2 pros and a cup of Joe here on Fox Sports Radio. LaVar Arrington, Brady Quinn, Jonas Knox with you.
Huh?
All right, so coming up next, I can't let it go.
You ain't got disappointed enough yet. They disappointed me too many times. I looked at the Ravens. I'm like, the Ravens is like, pick me. I'm like, hell no. You know how many times you done messed me over? No,
I think I might have them in the AFC title game. It's like the X you swear off, and then all of a sudden you see the phone call come in and you go, all right, fine, one more time. But this is
Lamar did get his money, though. He might snap this year.
After this, it's over. Yeah.